Once in previous lecture already we have studied how metallic property change when we go top to bottom in the group and as we go left to right in the period, and same way we have discussed about the non-metallic property also. Only last two paragraph of this chapter is left. Let us read. Non-metal on the other hand are electronegative. See, all non-metals are electronegative. Electronegative, that means those elements which are having tendency to gain electron. Okay, so those elements which gain electron to form a negative ion are called electronegative. They tend to form bonds by gaining electron. As the trend in the electronegativity show, non-metal are found on the right hand side of the periodic table toward the top. This trend also helps us to predict the nature of oxide formed by the element, because it is known to you that the oxide of metal are basic and that of non-metals are acidic in general. See, we know very well that if we talk about the modern periodic table, it is having 18 group, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We know very well element of first, second and 13 group are called metals, and element of 15, 16, 17 are called non-metals. So metals are towards left hand side and non-metals are towards right hand side. That only thing is explained. Now one more thing explained over here, which is when oxide of metals are basic while oxide of non-metals are acidic. See, this thing in detail we are going to understand in second one, metal and non-metal. Okay, so here the chapter is over. Let us start first chapter. See, you have to write in-text and exercise question in your CW for this chapter. From that you are going to get internal marks out of 20. So now let us start first chapter. It will take some time, just wait. Okay, now it's open. See, first chapter is chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equation. See, first let me explain why it is necessary to study this chapter. See, if we see our surrounding, many chemical reactions taken place. For example, when we breathe, which is called aspiration, it is one kind of chemical reaction. Whenever iron gets rusted, it is chemical reaction. When you expose any food product into the air, it gets spoiled. It is also due to chemical reaction. So how these all things happen? Why food gets spoiled? Why iron gets rusted? So to understand these all things, we should know what is chemical reaction. And once we understand what are chemical reaction, they should be written somewhere. So chemical reactions are written in two ways. First in content form, another in equation form. But compared to content form, equation form is more easier to understand. So in this chapter, first we will understand what are chemical reactions and how they can be written in the form of equations. Let us start this chapter. Consider the following situation of daily life and think what happens when milk is left at room temperature during summer. See, generally milk, it has sugar, lactose, which is called lactose sugar. Now if you expose this milk at the room temperature for a long time during the summer, it will spoil. उसका जो टेस्ट है वो सौर हो जाता है, खट्टा हो जाता है. तो जब ये मिल्क खट्टा हो जाता है तो लैक्टोज जो है वो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है लैक्टिक एसिड में, और सारे एसिड का टेस्ट सोर होता है, वो खट्टे होते हैं. तो मतलब इसका टेस्ट स्वीट में से सोर हो गया lactose convert into lactic acid, so this is nothing but one kind of chemical reaction. How it happens we'll study later on. An iron tawa is left exposed to humid atmosphere. अब कोई भी आयरन नेल है ह्यूमिड एटमोसफियर, सपोज मॉनसून में अगर हम उसको रखते हैं बाहर तो क्या होगा, इट विल गेट रस्टेड आयरन Fe. So whenever it exposed to the air, it react with oxygen of the air and it form rust. So this is also one kind of chemical reaction. Now next, grapes get fermented. Okay, we know very well from the grapes juice we make wine, liquor. ठीक है, वाइन बनाते हैं तो उसमें क्या करते हैं, ग्रेप्स को फर्मेंट यानी उसको सड़ाते हैं, तो ग्रेप्स में से वाइन बनती है, वो भी एक टाइप का केमिकल रिएक्शन ही है. फूड इज कुक्ड. सी व्हेन वी कुक द फूड वी ऐड मैनी इंग्रेडिएंट्स, ठीक है, टू मेक इट टेस्टी. So whatever ingredient we are adding into the food, they all are chemicals and they react with each other to give a taste. So the cooking of food is also one kind of chemical reaction. Food get digested in our body. See, we know very well in our stomach dilute hydrochloric acid digest protein, है ना. सेम अगर हमारे स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में बात करें तो 3 एंजाइम आर देयर, ट्रिप्सिन, amylase, lipase. They digest carbohydrate, protein and fat. So these all are the chemicals. So how they digest protein, fat and carbohydrates? Through chemical reactions. Okay, that we already have understood in chapter number 6. Respire. See, when we respire it is also one chemical reaction. तो कैसे? See, whatever food we eat, it converted into carbohydrate convert into glucose. फॉर्मूला ग्लूकोज ही 6 12 छक्के, ऐसे याद रखने का, 6 12 छक्के CHO. अब हम जो रिस्पायर करते हैं, देन ऑक्सीजन गेट मिक्स विद द ग्लूकोज एंड इट फॉर्म 3 थिंग्स, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर एंड ATP. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वी ब्रीथ आउट, water also in the form of vapor we breathe out, and ATP is called energy that we use to do different tasks. देखो आप बोलोगे सर वाटर कैसे है, अगर आप जहाँ ब्रेथ कर रहे हो अपने नोज के नियर बाय 5 to 10 मिनट्स अगर आप हैंड रखो तो आपके हैंड में आपको वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स दिखने को मिलेंगे. ठीक है, सो रेस्पिरेशन इज ऑल्सो वन काइंड ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन. In all the above situations, the nature and the identity of the initial substance have somewhat changed. We have already learned about physical and chemical change of matter in our previous classes. Whenever a chemical change occurs, we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. You may perhaps be wondering as to what is actually meant by chemical reaction. How do we come to know that a chemical reaction has taken place? Let us perform some activity. Now here we will study one activity to understand chemical reaction. Activity is clean the magnesium ribbon about 3 to 4 cm long by rubbing it with a sandpaper. Hold it with a pair of tongs. See, these are called pair of tongs. Burn it using a spirit lamp or burner and collect the ash so form in a watch glass as shown in figure. Burn the magnesium ribbon keeping it away as far as possible. Now let us study कि whenever we burn magnesium ribbon, exactly what happens. This thing we will study through the video. It will take some time. Here it is. Look.
These are the
look, this is magnesium ribbon, it is pair of tongue, and we'll take only piece of magnesium ribbon. See, this is the whole bunch of magnesium ribbon, and we'll take only piece of magnesium ribbon. Now with the help of this pair of tongue, we'll burn this magnesium ribbon. Let us study what exactly happens. Check it out. See, so this flame, it is called white dazzling flame. What is it? It is called white dazzling flame. So whenever magnesium ribbon burn with the help of spirit lamp, it burn with a white dazzling flame. And check it out, it converted into ash. Check it out, what is its color? If I break down its ash, it will be white in color. Check it out. And you can easily see it is white. So what exactly happens over here? See here, when we burn magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. It forms magnesium oxide. So whenever magnesium ribbon burn in the presence of oxygen, it burn with a white dazzling फ्लैम. ये फ्लेम कुछ उसी तरीके की है जैसे हम दिवाली में जो दोरी नहीं होती है वो जलाते हैं, कुछ ऐसी फ्लेम होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड वाइट डेजलिंग फ्लेम. अब जो हमने वॉच ग्लास में लिया था मैग्नीशियम रिबन बर्न करने के बाद, देखिए यहाँ पर वॉच ग्लास में हमने देखा था ना वाइट कलर के उसकी ऐश, वो वाइट कलर की ऐश और कुछ भी नहीं है, वो है मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड. सो दिस इज केमिकल रिएक्शन. When I have burned magnesium with the oxygen, it form white color magnesium oxide and it also produce white color dazzling flame. तो ये हमें बताता है कि हमें केमिकल रिएक्शन हुआ कि नहीं, वो कैसे मालूम चला. यहाँ पर हमें यहाँ फ्लेम से मालूम चला, उसकी वाइट कलर की डेजलिंग फ्लेम हुई, मतलब केमिकल रिएक्शन हो गया. और लास्ट में जो ऐश बची वो क्या है, वो आपको कैसे मालूम चलेगा, जब आप केमिकल इक्वेशन लिखोगे तब, तो वो है मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड. तो इस तरह से केमिकल रिएक्शन कब हुआ वो मालूम चलाना है, तो या तो उसका टेस्ट चेंज होता है, कलर चेंज होता है, टेम्परेचर चेंज होता है, या तो कोई गैस निकलता है, या तो फ्लेम चेंज होती है. ये सारी तरीके से हमें मालूम चलता है कि केमिकल रिएक्शन हुआ. और लास्ट में क्या बचा वो हमें कैसे मालूम चलेगा, केमिकल इक्वेशन लिखने पर. सो दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन एंड to write its equation. So in detail we are going to study in next lecture. Let me end up this lecture over here. Bye and have a safe day.